Hi, Brittany, this is John. And this is the entire process, except for your scanning of barcodes. We had these 100 barcodes with a file called Move to Brownington 1. Those are just barcodes. We have to take those barcodes and turn them into MARC records that will then be imported at Browning. So it's moved to Browning. So we're starting at Orleans with a hit list. I don't remember if you created it or I did, probably you, because I'm not at your library. I didn't scan them. But anyway, here we are. So I have the hit list. What do? We have to take those barcodes and turn them into records. Admin, reports and tools. Export records from hit list. In other words, we're taking barcodes and turning them into MARC records. Upload a barcode file. Browse. Move to Brownington. That's the file. Open. Hang on a minute, I have to make my window. So here's the hit list of barcodes. I'm going to add. You're going to see they're going to turn into records. There were 3 in the file that were invalid. Somehow when they were scanned, they didn't scan properly, and we can figure that out. So now we have them. They're on the right side. These are all the titles, okay? 100 records. Now we need to export. MARC 8, okay. We're going to name the file in a moment. I'm just going to say okay because right now it's in process, okay? And to see the process, items, export. You can click it right there, but it's never ready that fast. Now we see, here's me, and we're waiting for a minute. I'm going to pause the recording. Hi, Brittany. I just noticed my file finished, but I noticed that yesterday you did this. So you did that right. And I'm hoping you didn't, well, I'm going to look. It's okay if you imported them, but let me go to Brownington and see if you did that, because if I do it, it's going to be if you've already done it. So I'm going to item acquisitions at Brownington, and I'm going to see if you did it by chance yesterday or today. So I'm going to actually do the 17th to today. No. Okay. Back to Orleans. I'm ignoring your file. It'll go away in a couple of months anyway. But I'm clicking this. Sorry, I'm clicking the file and I'm going to save it to my computer. And I'm going to call it Orleans MARC to Brownington, even though I spelled Brownington wrong. That's okay. Save. Now we're going to Brownington. And we've got this file. A hit list started as a hit list of barcodes. Then we went to admin and we exported these barcodes into MARC records. You did it yesterday, I did it today. Now we have a MARC file, i.e. MARC 8 file. Now we're going to import that at Brownington. Okay, so here we go. Items, import. Browse, we're looking for my file I just saved. Okay, I see the file, Orleans MARC to whatever I typed. That's what we need to import at Brownington. Click it, click open. There it is. Hard copy, yes. In processing, no. These books are all shelf ready with barcodes and call numbers. Record source, always generic. Character, MARC 8. Import, yep, merge. Holding import option, update. Additional holding. Yes, I'm going to add an extra holding, a non-public note with my initials. Orleans to, I can't spell Brownington. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic today, I guess. There we go. Brownington, okay. My initials, Orleans to Brownington, MARC. just so we know that's something we could look at and refer to as needed. So now I don't see anything else done by you. I see you did a record yesterday and I looked at it and there's nothing there. I'm going to reject both of these. Okay. And I'm going to reject this one. All right, just a sec. Okay. Because I rejected them, I have to start over. No problem. I just wanted to get this clean. All right. Browse. And Orleans to MARC with my weird spelling of Brownington. Okay. Have to do it again. Hard copy. In processing, no. Generic, yes. MARC 8, yep. Automatically merge, yep. Update our holdings, yes. X. JHS MARC from Orleans to Brownington, just so we know. Upload. There's the 100 records. Perfect. I always like to click the 100 and make sure there's records there. I think your record, okay, everything looks great. Perfect. Go back to the import list. All right. This record here didn't have a record because I think you tried to use the hit list. I'm not sure, but I think you tried to use the hit lists, which are just barcodes, not MARC records. But I'm going to click accept. Okay, so now we're accepting this import. It's going to take a few minutes. We're just going to let it sit here while it's waiting, and I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, Brittany, our file is done, and we can see that it's done here. 100 records, 74, merged 26. Now this update holding, what this means is there was the same books in Brownington that we exported from Orleans. So these will be additional copies. So I'm going to click yes. And we have to go through a few. Let's see how many. Okay. Okay. So some of these, hang on a minute. Update the holding, yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, they look good. I think they're all done. Great. 1 second. Yeah, these are our 100 records, and it's showing us my initials. We can always delete this, but it just helps. Orleans to Brownington. So now let me show you the acquisitions report. Administration, reports and tools. Item acquisitions for today. It'll open for today's date. There's the 100 records that came from Orleans. The hit file turned into a MARC record file to Brownington. Now here's the MARC records at Brownington. Okay? So we could take that hit file and then delete it from Orleans, but I'm a little hesitant to do that until I send you this clip and you give me the okay to run a delete from Orleans. It's normal, but I just want to make sure you understand the process, and I'd rather just hold off a little bit on a delete. And when I do that, I'll record that. I'm going to send this off to you. Glad to help.